Let's have a look at an exercise that can help you define your why, thereby living with more clarity, purpose, and meaning. I've used this strategy myself a few years ago to define my why. And although it seems a bit intimidating at first, it is such a great feeling if you have the answers and then can start using them to adjust your life accordingly. So let's dive into the exercise. I've broken it down into 4 different steps so you can follow along easily. The first is about brainstorming your dream life, and you can utilize for that any brainstorming tool you like an app, a whiteboard, or just paper. And this exercise is actually really fun because you can start thinking about, okay, who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What skills do I want to have? And you get really motivated by doing it. So to get started, just think about the following questions. So who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What experiences, adventures, or achievements do I want to have? And what skills do I want to have and want to improve upon? And the rules are simple. Just put as much information as possible on paper, no matter if that might be super broad or detailed. Like I had things like traveling to New York, which is super detailed, and things like being a more open-minded person, which is more broad. So no ideas are off limits. Just get going and enjoy the ride. And then when you have written out all the answers to the questions, we come to the next step, which is about generalization and categorization. So we take all of the answers you have on a paper and try to put them into categories, remove points which are similar to others, and make points more general if possible. So let's say I had traveling to New York and traveling to LA, which then I put under the more general term world travel under the category experiences. And with that, I ended up with 3 different categories, which was professional, where I had points like working in a great team, and personal, which was being a more open-minded person and being able to speak 3 different languages fluently, and experiences, where I had world travel and doing water sports. Then, when we have that, let's go on to the next step, which is about prioritization. On the one hand, it's great to have like big ambitions and to want to do all of these things, but in reality, it's just not a good strategy because we will spread ourselves too thin and then get frustrated. And so the goal is to now take all of the points you have written down into the categories and prioritize them and bring them down to 5 top items. And how we will go about it is by defining for each item the following. First, its importance to you on a scale from 0 to 10, your level of regret if it remains undone from a scale from 0 to 10, and the potential positive impact on your life, also on a scale from 0 to 10. And the average of these 3 points will then indicate the importance of the item. So let's take the world travel, for example, from my list. If I would assign it a 9, a 7, and an 8, my priority score would be an 8. Nice! So with now your priorities in place, we will get to the last step of the exercise, which is answering why. And here we will take the priority list and start to dig a bit deeper, trying to understand why we have chosen and then assign the numbers we have by taking each point off the list and asking the following questions. Why is this important to me? Why would I regret not doing it? And why does this have such a big significance and impact in my life? And let's take my world travel as an example. When traveling, I can collect memories, which I then can tell stories about. I see different perspectives through different cultures. I get new ideas on how to solve different problems. And by answering those questions, you will uncover the underlying motives and the things you value and the things you don't value. And if you want, you can take this even a step further, where you take the answer to one of the questions I laid out before and ask why again, and thereby getting deeper and deeper. Because at the end, it's just the start of better understanding yourself and thereby being able then to adjust your life accordingly, so you have this feeling of purpose and meaning more and more. Another great exercise next to this one is about daily journaling, where I also made a video about, which you can check out right here or here. And at the end there I tell about how I use daily journaling myself to define values and principles I now use every day. And in the end, it's a lifelong journey. So doing this exercise every few years can really help you better understand yourself and the things you value and you don't value, defining your why and thereby leading a life with more purpose and meaning. If you have used other strategies to learn more about your why, feel free to share them in the comments. I would love to chat. And hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.